So let's revisit the last 48 hours for me, starting with my butt cheek clench of the century. So I didn't watch the Vikings-Colts game when it was being played because I was with my ex-in-laws and...
I thought I was looking at my mother's old douchebag, but that's in Ohio.
When you're trying to avoid hearing a score because you want to watch it without knowing the outcome, and your butt cheeks are clenched so tight because you're so worried somebody's going to tell you the score, that's how I was. And then, of course, my ex-brother-in-law showed me the score on his phone, and I did this. I just left, walked around for a couple hours. Sick of the lack of pride, the lack of effort, and watched the highlights and saw that somehow the Vikings had come back and won. Like, what? Because my butt cheek stayed clenched even after I saw the highlights. That leads to my butt cheek unclenching of the century award. So the next day I'm at another get-together with my ex-in-laws, and I had a great drive up with my ex-wife.
We're just divorced. And obviously she doesn't wear underwear.
And my kids. So they put the Patriots-Raiders game on. The Patriots are leading by a touchdown late, and then the Raiders get this touchdown catch where the guy was clearly out of bounds to tie the game, and then just the worst lateral in history. They lost. Boy, was my ex-wife unhappy when she got back from the clinic. But I got to sit there and watch these Patriots fans just melt down. My butt cheeks going... But anyway, the biggest comeback in NFL history, 33 points. Okay, enough.
Enough of this trouble, man, okay? I had it up to here with this trouble, man. If there's anyone I don't want to have advice from right now, it's trouble, man.
We don't need to go any further. I mean, why can't they just be normal?
Why can't I just have a normal boyfriend? Why? Just a regular boyfriend who doesn't go nuts on me.
I feel like every week takes a year off my life. If this happens again, I'm gonna need Miracle Max to bring me back to life, I think.
True love is the greatest thing in the world. Except for a nice MLT, a mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich when the mutton is nice and lean.
I feel like a lot of people are going to look at the offense and say, well, they scored 36 points. They did enough. You can't criticize them. It's like they are completely useless for about 75% of every game. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Can't pick up third and short. Pick six. Fumble. Part of the reason they have trouble picking up these 4th and 1s is because they have to pick up 4th and 1s. Because on third and short, they almost never convert. It's like they design the play calling to get them into 3rd and 3. That's their whole goal. It's like when we get a first down, our goal is to get to 3rd and 3. The goal is not to get a first down on 1st or 2nd down. The goal is to get to 3rd and short. And so they end up not converting a lot of 3rd downs. They end up going 3 and out, and always going 3 and out to start every second half. Because they come out and dink and dunk. How much of that is play calling? How much of that is Cousins? I don't know. Kirk Cousins? No! He made a lot of big plays, and you can't argue with 400 and some yards. How did he do in the first half? When they're getting down 33-0. A lot of those yards came in the second half when the Colts kind of called off the dogs too early. He plays horrible much of the game, and I hear a lot of excuses for Cousins. Like on his pick 6, oh, Rager, or a second interception. Oh, Rager stopped the route. It's like, yeah, Rager probably didn't do the right thing there. But the pick 6, I mean, Cousins has this habit of throwing to people who wear the wrong jersey, who appear to be the intended receiver.
Looking the other way. End zone. Batted up. Incomplete.
And there's this push, I feel like, with a lot of the fanboys to turn Kirk Cousins into some sort of superhero.
Howard Stern.
He's played very well at times. He's put up good numbers. He's made a lot of bad plays this year. Just because they pull out these wins does not mean you don't find any fault with him. But there's this need to have this hero. And I don't need that. 57 years old, I don't need that. Now maybe the younger people do, but I'm over that. We need to recognize that we're a big play team. We are not a dink and dunk team. That is not how we make our bones. Dalvin Cook is a big play guy. He is feast or famine, and that screen pass that he took for the touchdown, I mean, that's what Dalvin Cook can get you. He is not the guy to run up the middle and grind out those yards for you. He is not that guy. You got to stop doing that. We need to come out, try to make big plays, try to get a lead. I just don't see us really doing that, but it's nice to dream. But I feel like this is how Kevin O'Connell teams will be. Kind of like a high school team. Very emotional, very emotionally unstable. Very up and down. Very prone to long stretches of terrible play and great play. We either have to learn to accept it or do something else with our lives. And I have nothing else to do with my life, so hopefully I can learn to accept it. Anyway, our awards for this week. Kirk Cousins Award for appearing to intentionally throw the ball at someone wearing the other jersey. Kirk Cousins had one of those, but I'm going to give that to that Patriots receiver on that lateral. The, maybe the refs do hate the Vikings award. That goes to whoever the ref was who kept calling the Colts down when 39, is it Sullivan, kept stripping and recovering and running for touchdowns. He should have had 2 touchdown returns and he ended up with 0, as the refs are idiots. And maybe they do hate the Vikings. A play that was ruled a fumble only because the runner was wearing purple, that goes to Dalvin Cook for his fumble, where if he had been a Colt, it would have been, of course, ruled down. But because Dalvin Cook plays for the Vikings and wears purple, the refs called it a fumble. The Kevin O'Connell calling a jump pass for Dalvin Cook on 1st and goal for the stupidest play call in history. There's a few candidates for that. There was 3rd and 1 end around to CJ Ham. There was the fake punt deep in our own territory, but the worst would have been that 4th and 1 Dalvin Cook up the middle. Been proven not to work in prior weeks, and just keep doing it. My ex-wife at one point being attractive award for something I'm pretty sure I hallucinated. That goes to the Dalvin Cook screen pass. The Vikings ran a couple screens to Cook, if I'm not mistaken, that actually worked. I think those were the first 2 screens that have worked for the Vikings all year, and it was the Brad Childress Award for trying to run out the clock while you're down 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. That goes to the Vikings offense, who I think got the ball back, 1st down, 8 minutes left, down 2 touchdowns. Let's run Dalvin Cook up the middle. The award for an offensive lineman who's 10 times faster than Irv Smith Jr., that goes to Ezra Cleveland, who on that touchdown Cook got, he was booking. Maybe we could make him a tight end and Irv Smith could play offensive line and get pancaked. I'd love to see that. Kirk Cousins Award for just a dart of a pass that he has that tendency to pull out. That was a dart to Thielen. I think it was the last drive of the game. Just a beautiful, pretty long throw and just a bullet. So got to give Kirk credit where credit's due. So anyway, I'm still kind of recovering because to have my butt cheeks clenched so tight and then unclench so abruptly during that Patriots game. I mean, it's pretty wild. So I don't even know who the Vikings play next. Maybe the Giants. I just want something without so much drama.
One bottle of beer on the wall, one bottle of beer. You take one now, pass it around. No more bottles of beer on the wall, no more bottles of beer on the wall.
What? Yes, give me 10 minutes, okay?